Hello everyone. Today we'll take a look at Best Wireless Mouse 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these mice, you can check out the links in the description below. Whether working or gaming will help you find the best wireless mouse. Any cable-free mouse can help keep your desk clear, but only the best wireless mouse will also track well, feels good in your hand for house, and helps you get more gaming or work done. Pairing it with one of the best wireless keyboards also makes sense. Gamers who cut their mouse's cord still need a fail-safe connection that doesn't introduce lag. On the job, you may want multi-PC control or the option for Bluetooth. And who doesn't like some programmable buttons or a long-lasting battery? There's an infestation of wireless mice on the market today. So here are some things to consider before seeking out your best wireless mouse. Shopping tips: find the best wireless mouse. Shape and comfort. A mouse's shape and design play large roles in how effective of a tool it is. The best wireless mouse feels like a natural extension of your arm, not a clunky or cheap-feeling hunk of plastic hindering your gaming or productivity. It's helpful to consider how you hold mice in order to get an idea of where you'll want more or less height or width. The size of your hands will also be a factor. Bluetooth or dongle. Some of the best wireless mice offer the option to connect via Bluetooth, which won't eat up a USB port, or via a USB Type A 2.4 GHz dongle. Other wireless mice, however, will make you choose. If you're only going to use your computer with one PC, consider a mouse that connects through a USB receiver, especially if you're gaming. If it's a reputable brand, you can get a reliable, lag-free connection this way. Bonus points if there's dongle storage on the mouse. Bluetooth connections, meanwhile, let you easily connect to multiple PCs or even tablets and other devices. You may also get better battery life compared to a dongle connection. Plus, more desktops, and most laptops have Bluetooth nowadays. USB charging or batteries. USB charging mice often cost more, but you'll never have to buy batteries. If the mouse charges over USB-C, it'll reduce quicker than alternatives and use an increasingly common cable. Mice running on AA or AAA batteries are usually cheaper than their rechargeable rivals. And batteries are easy to find. Best wireless mouse you can buy today. 1. Logitech MX Master 3. Sensor: Logitech Dark Field. Connectivity: USB Type A dongle. Bluetooth lower wired. Battery: rechargeable over USB-C. Weight: 4.97 ounces. Dimensions: 4.9 to x 3.3 to x 2.01 inches. Pros: fast, smooth, quiet scroll wheel. Share files, text and images across up to 3 PCs. Cons: DPI customization isn't precise. No USB receiver storage. If you want something durable with a premium feature set that'll help boost productivity and a very comfortable design, the Logitech MX Master 3 is the best wireless mouse for you. It's not made for gaming, but its sensor goes up to 4000 CPI, which is impressive for a productivity mouse. You also get per-app programmability for its 6 buttons, which includes to scroll wheels that you can set to do different things upon launching specific apps. The Logitech MX Master 3 impresses with an innovative electromagnetic wheel and the power to control up to 3 PCs simultaneously, including transferring files, text, and images. It's wireless, offering either a dongle or Bluetooth connection. You also get a comfortable thumb rest and heightened design that lets your thumb and fingers rest comfortably. Plus, the dark field sensors works on almost any surface, so you can use it for working on your desk, on the couch, and anywhere in between for up to 70 days. According to Logitech, for productivity, I've been virtually inseparable from this mouse since first meeting it last year. Now, it's also available in a lighter gray, and for Apple users via the Logitech MX Master 3 for Mac tuned to work with macOS and Apotos apps. For something cheaper and smaller with similar functionality, take a look at our Logitech MX Anywhere 3 review. 2. Razer Deathadder Vita Pro. Sensor: Razer Focus Plus. Connectivity: USB Type A dongle, Bluetooth or wired. Battery: rechargeable via microUSB. Weight: 3.10 ounces. Dimensions: 5.00 x 2.4 to x 1.68 inches. Pros: rock solid performance, strong wired and wireless connectivity. Cons: rock solid performance, strong wired and wireless connectivity. The Razer Deathadder Vita Pro is the best wireless mouse for gaming due to its value over other premium cable-free gaming mice and tried-and-true design. This mouse carries the right-handed design of the wired Razer Diathatter V2 and Diathatter line in general. This shape is comfortable for long-term use, especially for gamers with bigger hands or claw grips. In terms of performance, the Diathatter V2 Pro has the gaming brand's most advanced optical sensor that gives it a CPI of up to 20,000 CPI, which is high even for a gaming mouse. The sensor also has a max velocity of 650 IPS and can handle up to 50 G of acceleration on both low and high CPI settings. The Diathatter V2 Pro proved to be a reliable ally across various PC gaming genres. Advertisement. Connections issues were a non-issue, with the wireless mouse performing just as well as its wired version. Razer claims up to 120 hours battery life, if you can live without the RGB logo under the palm lighting up. Our review unit lasted 62 hours, with RGB before we needed to grab the cable. For more gaming recommendations, including wired ones, see our Best Gaming Mouse article. And if you're concerned about tether-free gaming, see our article Can Wireless Gaming Mice Really Be Trusted? 3. Logitech G Pro X Superlight. Sensor, Logitech Hero 25 Kelvin. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle or wired. Battery, rechargeable via microUSB. Weight to 0.1 to ounces. Dimensions, 4.9 to x to 0.5 x 1.57 inches. Pros, very light. Comes with additional feet and grip tape. Cons, ditches predecessor's truly ambidextrous design. Scroll wheel sometimes feels finicky. The Logitech G Pro X Superlight is an update to the already excellent Logitech G Pro Wireless that's also on this page. However, the G Pro X Superlight lands itself as the best wireless mouse for FPS titles because it manages to be shockingly lightweight, despite requiring a power source. At 0.1 to ounces, it's slightly lighter than the glorious Model D, a wired, honeycomb mouse. This is a remarkable achievement. The G Pro X Superlight proved great for twitchy games, due to its lack of a cord, expanded area of PTFE feet, and how easy it is to fling about. It also boasts the same shape as the G Pro Wireless, that's handy for righties and lefties. However, the G Pro Wireless lets you swap the position of its side buttons, while those on the G Pro X Superlight are always left-flanked. This makes the G Pro Wireless a better option for lefties, but with a high-end sensor that can climb to a CPI of 25,600, handle a speed of 400 IPS and 40 grams acceleration. Logitech managed to build a mouse that boasts the specs and build of many premium FPS mice but without the cord. 4. MSI Clutch GM41 Lightweight Wireless. Sensor, PixArt PA3370. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle, USB Type-A cable. Battery, rechargeable via wireless charging dock or microUSB. Weight to 0.61 ounces. Dimensions, 5.1x to 0.6x 1.5 inches. Pros, included wireless charging dock, excellent comfort over prolonged periods. Cons, charging dock is a little wobbly. Limited RGB controls. If you're looking for the best wireless mouse, there's a good chance you're just sick of cables. The MSI Clutch GM41 Lightweight Wireless takes the cable-free game a step further by offering wireless charging via an included dock. By attaching via prongs, you can prop your mouse up to charge it in a similar fashion to how many charge their smartphone. And although some wireless charging mice can charge on a mouse pad, those mouse pads typically cost over $100. The GM41 Lightweight Wireless Charging Pedestal is more wobbly than that of similar offerings, such as the Razer Basilisk Ultimate on this page. But it gets the job done, charging the MSI mouse in 90 minutes for up to 80 hours. MSI is kind enough to also include a braided cable if you want to charge or use the GM41 Lightweight Wireless the old-fashioned way. The rack carries additional gaming-ready features too, like a bounty of PTFE feet that made the mouse glide smoothly on the battlefield and a sensor that lets you set sensitivity as high as 20,000 CPI. You also get 5 programmable buttons, but the single RGB zone is limited in customization options. Still, the GM41 Lightweight Wireless brings a lot of features for the price and, most importantly, has a comfortable design that allowed us to game for longer than usual. 5. Razer Basilisk Ultimate. Sensor, Razer Focus Plus Optical. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle or wired. Battery, rechargeable over microUSB. Weight, 3.78 ounces. Dimensions, 5.11x to 0.36x 1.65 inches. Pros, incredible sensor, long battery life, and fast charging. Cons, pricey. Optical switches lack mechanical feel. The best wireless mouse for gaming that boasts a lot of features and versatility is the Razer Basilisk Ultimate. Ultimate isn't a misnomer. This mouse's specs give you a high-end range of action, including up to 20,000 CPI, 650 IPS and 50G acceleration. You also get 11 programmable buttons and RGB to complete the package. Razer's hyperspeed wireless dongle technology proved comparable to wired connection during our testing. In terms of battery life, our Basilisk Ultimate lasted for around 20 hours with intense use and all the RGB on. If we turn the lights off, Razer claims up to 100 hours of gaming. Charging is over microUSB, so it's not as fast as USB-C charging. But you can get it with an RGB charging dock for pretty much the same price as the mouse alone these days. While we like optical mechanical switches in some Razer keyboards, they weren't as great for gaming. But you get other premiums, like the option to make the scroll wheel move smoothly or tactile. 6. Logitech G500 to Lightspeed. Sensor, Logitech Hero 16 Kelvin. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle or wired. Battery. Wireless charging via Logitech PowerPlay mouse pad or rechargeable via microUSB. Weight, 4.0 to 4.59 ounces. Dimensions, 5.20x to 0.95x 1.57 inches. Pros. Great design. Wireless charging capability. Cons. PowerPlay gets in the way of weight adjustment. Expensive. The Logitech G500 to Lightspeed brings a pile of features that you might not have known you want in a gaming mouse, making it the best wireless mouse for gamers willing to splurge. The pointer is very similar to the popular G500 to Proteus Spectrum, but wireless and with a rubberized scroll wheel instead of a metal one and some tricks up its sleeve. For one, the G500 to Lightspeed's weight is adjustable, allowing the addition of up to 16 grams of extra weight through to 4 grams weights and 4 grams weights. It also charges wirelessly. If you buy the $120 Logitech PowerPlay wireless charging mat and plug that into a USB port, you'll never have to charge this mouse. Unfortunately, Logitech's mat will only charge certain Logitech mice, and not smartphones, like the key charging mouse pads on our best RGB mouse pads list. Additionally, if you use the PowerPlay mat, you won't be able to use the mouses for grams weights. Even outside its tricks, this is still one of the best gaming mice out there. It has 11 programmable buttons, and Logitech's Hero 16 Kelvin sensor goes up to 16,000 CPI or 25,600 via software, and can handle over 400 IPS and over 40 G of acceleration. And if you decide not to opt for Logitech's pricey charging mouse pad, you can get up to 48 hours with default RGB and 60 hours sans lighting. 7. Redragon M686 Vampire Elite. Sensor, Pixart PMW3335. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle or wired. Battery. Rechargeable via USB-C. Weight, 4.37 ounces. Dimensions, 4.88 x 3.6 to x 1.67 inches. Pros. Unique grooves for ring, pinky fingers. USB-C charging, 8 programmable buttons. Great feature set for the price. Cons. Imprecise scroll wheel. Imprecise battery reading. Side buttons are oddly programmed out of the box. You might not have heard of Redragon before, but we're getting more acquainted with the Chinese company, which is also on our best wireless keyboards page. It's affordable, well-built M686 Vampire Elite is currently just $47 and carries many hallmarks of a premium wireless gaming mouse. That includes 8 buttons you can program, including with macros, and fast USB-C charging via its 5.9 feet braided cable. If you're a gamer who'd only spend under $50, this may be the best wireless mouse for you. In a rare move, Redragon included grooves for righties to rest their ring and pinky fingers. Many mice neglect those digits, leaving them dragging on the mouse pad. The MEX 186S shape comfortably served my long hands, plus another person's larger hands, and also accommodates wide grips. You might not have heard of Redragon before, but we're getting more acquainted with the Chinese company, which is also on our best wireless keyboards page. It's affordable, well-built M686 Vampire Elite is currently just $47 and carries many hallmarks of a premium wireless gaming mouse. That includes 8 buttons you can program, including with macros, and fast USB-C charging via its 5.9 feet braided cable. If you're a gamer who'd only spend under $50, this may be the best wireless mouse for you. In a rare move, Redragon included grooves for righties to rest their ring and pinky fingers. Many mice neglect those digits, leaving them dragging on the mouse pad. The MEX 186S shape comfortably served my long hands, plus plus another person's larger hands and also accommodates wide grips. Unfortunately, Redragon's free software for the M686 is almost mandatory because out of the box the 3 side buttons are programmed to Alt, T, and Shift. You only get one profile, and very few Windows programs are launchable via the mouse. RGB is also limited to a rainbow effect, breathing one color or a static color. Redragon claims up to 45 hours battery life with Eco mode, which confines RGB to the scroll wheel. The software provides a meter reading, but, confusingly, even with the battery fully charged, software reads 90%. After about 11 hours using the mouse at RGB set to max brightness and speed, the app said 70% battery remained. If you want a more familiar name, the Logitech G305 Lightspeed is sometimes sold for $40 depending on the color, but isn't rechargeable. 8. Razer Naga Pro. Sensor, Razer Focus Plus optical sensor. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle, Bluetooth or wired, battery. Rechargeable over microUSB, weight, 4.12 ounces. Dimensions, 4.69x to 0.93x 1.69 inches. Pros, swappable side panels, easy gaming performance customization. Cons, 12-button layout lacks differentiation between keys. Expensive. The newest Razer Naga mouse is as great as the Razer Naga Trinity, our favorite MMO mouse, but drops the cables and boosts the sensor specs. It'll cost you a whopping $150, but in return you get a unique, versatile mouse that can go from a 12-button side panel to a 6 or 2-button panel in a couple snaps. If you need a lot of buttons and can afford it, the Naga Pro could be the best wireless mouse for you. The Razer Naga Pro's greatest advantage over cheaper wireless MMO mouse, such as the Logitech G600 for Lightspeed, is its 12-button panel. We wish the buttons were better differentiated for identifying specific ones more easily, but combined with Razer's robust software, we could get the performance we wanted with individual games. During our testing with the Naga Pro, the battery drained at about 3% per hour. Razer claims up to 100 hours with a dongle connection, without RGB, and up to 150 hours under the same conditions but with a Bluetooth connection. Want a cheaper wireless MMO mouse? Take a look at our Redragon M913 Impact Elite review. 9. Logitech MX Vertical. Sensor, not disclosed. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle or Bluetooth. Battery, rechargeable over USB-C, weight, 4.12 ounces. Dimensions, 4.69x to 0.93x 1.69 inches. Pros, comfortable, premium rubber chassis. Control and share data across up to 3 PCs. For buttons programmable with per-app profiles. Cons, takes a while to get used to. No USB dongle storage. Expensive. Ergonomic mice, especially uniquely designed ones like Logitech MX Vertical, aren't for everyone. Vertical mice are meant to be more comfortable for your arm and wrist, since they don't force you to twist into unnatural positions. But this odd shape and method of controlling a mouse will take getting used to, and you won't reap the benefits right away. It took me about a week to stop squeezing the mouse unnecessarily to make up for my fingers' tendency to slide down the MX Vertical's slope. And you shouldn't expect miracles either. If your arm or hands are consistently hurting, you should see a doctor, not buy a mouse. Even Logitech only claims a 10% reduction in muscle strain. But if you're interested in trying out a vertical mouse, the Logitech MX Vertical is the gold standard. Erected at a 57-degree angle, the hand sits in a handshake position. And once I got used to it, my thumb found comfort in the soft thumb rest, while the fat base filled my palm and provided comfort. The whole chassis is a soft rubber with vertical lines running through for a finish that's very similar to the Logitech MX Master 3 above. You also get a precise, but slender, rubber scroll wheel with tasteful silver accents and a strong press-in, a CPI adjust button on top, plus 2 side buttons. However, those side buttons are high, making it hard to reach with the thumb naturally, especially the forward button. Advertisement. The MX Vertical stands above rivals as the best wireless ergonomic mouse. And it's not only about its shape. This is also an advanced productivity mouse, letting you control up to 3 computers. And like the MX Master 3, it uses Logitech Flow, which means you can use the mouse to control, including share documents and images, up to 3 PCs. If you use the dongle and Logitech software, I sometimes suffer to own a -2 second delay when moving from PC to PC. But otherwise, the feature works as you'd expect. You can also program for the MX verticals for buttons with settings that'll launch depending on the application. Of course, input is smooth and consistent. I had no problem using the mouse and its Bluetooth connection, along with a Bluetooth keyboard and 2.4 GHz dongle connection. Logitech claims up to 3 hours of use from a 1-minute charge, and up to 4 months of total battery life. Sadly, the mouse's software doesn't provide a precise battery reading. But after 33 hours using the MX Vertical via Bluetooth, with occasional flow usage, the mouse's battery meter had yet to lose one of its bars. 10. Vixing Wireless Ergonomic Vertical Mouse. Sensor, not disclosed. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle. Battery, AA weight, 3.81 ounces. Dimensions, 5.51 x 3.35 x 2.76 inches. Pros: easy to get used to. Soft touch, good price. Cons: imprecise sensor, no software. Side buttons feel cheap. Not sure if a vertical mouse is for you. At only $17, the Vixing Wireless Ergonomic Vertical Mouse is the best wireless mouse for finding out with little risk. It doesn't feel as premium as the Logitech MX Vertical above. The sensor isn't precise. The side buttons reflect the low price tag and it lacks productivity features. Software. But this Vixing mouse proved easier to get used to than the MX Vertical, and lets you determine if a vertical mouse could be helpful for cheap. We tried out other vertical mice, like Anker's wireless vertical mouse, but this mouse's shape is more comfortable and its side buttons more accessible. Like the MX Vertical above, the Vixing mouse is at a 57-degree angle. Vixing also brags that its left and right click buttons are 90% quieter than a normal mouse. And it sounds like it is, thanks to its quiet micro switches. However, that makes the clicks unpleasantly soft and makes it harder to click and drag. If you like these buttons to be springy or tactile or prefer mechanical switches here, you won't be satisfied. The scroll wheel feels a little raggedy too. Vixing's wireless mouse is also softer than the MX Vertical, but not too slippery, thanks to what Vixing describes as a premium rubber oil coating. The sensor here is nothing fancy. You only get 3 settings: 800, 1200 or 1600 CPI, leaving me wanting for a higher CPI at times. And tracking occasionally felt a little shaky. Vixing claims up to 12 months of use with a single AA battery. You also get dongle storage by the battery, despite the low cost. 11. Logitech G Pro Wireless. Sensor, Logitech Hero 16 Kelvin. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle or wired. Battery, rechargeable over microUSB. Weight, 2.82 ounces. Dimensions, 4.9 x 2.50 x 1.57 inches. Pros: comfy for righties and lefties. Lightweight. Removable left and right side buttons. Wireless charging capable. 5 onboard memory profiles. Cons: questionable durability. Shallow scroll wheel click. Expensive. The Logitech G Pro Wireless is about as premium as gaming mice get, with one of the most comfortable designs available. It's ambidextrous with a pleasantly soft, matte plastic shell that'll please both left and right hands for hours. The coating is meant to help your grip, and does with its light, 1mm thin shell, making it feel easy to control. But not cheap. The lightweight combined with the decent portion of PTFE feet help it move around with easy control. Logitech's Hero 16 Kelvin sensor goes up to a whopping 16,000 CPI for 150 IPS and 40G. Logitech also claims it eats less battery than sensors like the Pixart PMW3366. The vendor says the mouse will last up to 48 hours with RGB lighting on and 60 hours without the flash. After about 30 hours with the mouse on, with both RGB on and off. I didn't even make a dent in its battery life meter. Gamers enjoy 5 profiles of onboard memory, which makes this wireless mouse even easier to use across multiple PCs. There are 4-8 programmable buttons. The left and right clicks are rather light, and along with the scroll wheel, which presses in shallow and soft, they aren't anything special. I had no issues in my time with Logitech's Lightspeed 2.4 GHz dongle, even with a Bluetooth keyboard and the occasional 2.4 GHz headset connected. The G Pro Wireless kept up with its claimed 1 ms report rate. The biggest concern is longevity. The mouse is expensive and comes with a 2-year warranty. However, my colleague started noticing accidental double clicks after about 2 years of use. This is apparently a problem others have encountered too. Logitech has told me that it's aware of and working on the issue. 12. Corsair Ironclaw RGB Wireless. Sensor, Pixart PMW3391. Connectivity, USB Type-A dongle, Bluetooth or wired, battery. Rechargeable over microUSB, weight 4.94 ounces. Dimensions, 5.5 x 3 x 1.6 inches. Pros, super comfortable for palm grips. Strong sensor performance. Cons, heavy, not as proficient for claw, fingertip grips. If you're gaming with big paws and don't want to fuss around with cables, the Corsair Ironclaw RGB is the best wireless mouse for you. It's 3 inches at its widest point, which proved great for big-handed palm gripping. Combined with its weight and button layout, though, it might not be the perfect match for FPS gamers or fingertip or claw grippers. On the other hand, the Ironclaw RGB offers 5 programmable buttons. We also love the ability to switch between gaming profiles on the fly, including different game profiles with multiple CPI settings. This wireless mouse's sensor also has a large CPI range that goes up to 18,000 and has a max velocity of 450 IPS and can handle 50 grams of acceleration. Corsair's Slipstream wireless dongle is dependable enough for the typical gamer. The vendor claims up to 16 hours of battery life with RGB on or 24 hours with it off. That jumps to 30 and 50 hours, respectively, with a Bluetooth connection. Finding discounts on the best wireless mice. Whether you're shopping for one of the best wireless mice or a model that isn't on our list above, you may find some savings by checking out our lists of the latest Best Buy promo codes, Corsair coupon codes, Logitech promo codes, Micro Center coupons, Newegg promo codes, Staples coupons, and Razer promo codes.